Hello everyone, this is Liam here, and we're finally back with another Build the Earth tutorial. Today, as you may have told by the title, is Cameroon and Chad, and maybe the Central African Republic. I haven't decided yet. If I feel like it, it will be as well. But if not, that will be the episode after next. Sounds random, but just okay. Alright. As you may have noticed, the quality may have increased a lot because I have spent the last 3 weeks transferring as well what you can see here onto a PC, onto Java Edition, and obviously transferring my master map down onto a mobile device so that I can, read off of it and tutorialize here. So that has taken ages. As you can see, I still haven't rebuilt any of Asia or even the Nordic countries, but they may be back next episode, or not, depending on whether I can be bothered to do them in between. Most likely not, though, to be fair, but let's just get right on with Chad. So, down here on the border with Nigeria, there's this one piece we left here, and starting with going down, we're going to start with a 3, a 5, a 4, and another 4. Okay, and then going to the left, we're going to do 3, and then 1, and then down 3. Okay, and then now we're going to go back to the right by 2, and then 2 1s, and then we're going to go down by 4 again, 2, 4, and then we're going to go down by 2. Now, back to the left, we're going to go down by another 2. This is where it gets interesting. On this 2 here, on the sticky outy 2, on the lower half of that, we're going to eject it by an extra 2 blocks to make a sort of L shape. Okay, now coming off of there, going towards the right, we're going to do 1, 2, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there is a 4, and then 2 1s, and then a cornery piece like so. And then there's a 3, and another 3. And then after that, that looks like 4 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to need to do 2 up and 2 across to the right again. Now this one's a little bit weird again. We're going to start off by doing 5 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now on this rightmost block, we're going to bring it down by an extra 1, like that. And on the block just next to it, I'm going to bring it up by an extra 1, so it should look something like that, there. Now, just to, like I like to do, we're going to put 2 1s coming down like that. Now, up here, we're going to have a, going up, this is a 1, and then 4 2s, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 1, and then headed back in a rightwards direction, but still headed up, is 2, 2, and then 4, and then should be 5. Wonderful. Okay, that is Chad. Lovely. That didn't take long. I'm going to do the outline for Cameroon, and then we'll do both of the flags. Okay? Now, I'd just like to speak about my map here. Obviously, before we start on Cameroon, the map is a bit rubbish. It's quite old, it's very dated. To be fair, the borders haven't changed at all, but the map itself isn't the best quality. Some countries have been squished and kind of moulded around. Obviously, I did the updates video up in Western Europe there, which has helped a great deal, but there are other areas where it's just god awful. So, you know, if you're thinking, you know, this country doesn't look right, it's a bit squished or stretched, I'll probably go back and change them at some point. I know recently, while I was copying down my map, I've changed the borders of Ethiopia and Somalia over there because they were just very smoothed out and not right at all. Like, one of the countries was way too wide, but it looks better now, and obviously you'll have the updated version when I do the tutorial on that. But that took time as well. Still, 11 months of time, not quite. Okay, we're going to get started on Cameroon now. We're going to do this in two parts. We're going to do this right hand section, and then the leftward down section, and then obviously there's just a massive straight line going across. It's much easier to do it like that. So we're going to start with the right hand section. Going down, we're going to need a 2, a 3, a 4, and now leaning to the right but still going down, a 1, a 2, and then a 1 and another 2, and then we're going to need 2 1s, like that. Good God. And then we're going to need 2 to the right. Now on the right hand, obviously, okay, we're gonna go like this, going upwards to the right, 1 and 1, like that. A little divot, I guess. But on this 2, on the right hand one, we're going to bring it down by an extra 1, 2, 3. Okay? And now on this lower one, I'm going to bring it to the left by an extra 1, 2, 3. Okay? So like a really terrible C, J, whichever you'd like to look at it. But it's not very nice looking. Anyway, now we're going to go to the left by 4. And that's where we're going to leave that for now. We're going to go over to here on Nigeria. This bit is lovely and small. So we're going to go in a rightwards direction, but going down. No, sorry, in a downwards direction, but going right. 1, 2, and then 2 1s. So it should look like that. Then we're going to go down by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to add an extra 1 onto the bottom of that. And we should just be able to drag this line all the way across to there. Wonderful. Now, yeah, okay. So we're going to need to make 2 small jutty bits on this line just for future purpose. So we're going to count 5 blocks away from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now on the 6th block, we're going to put a block down. That's going to be 4, and then 1 to the right, like that. Now on the left, yes, okay, that's 6. Okay, starting from here, we're going to count 6 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the 7th block, down below, we're going to bring that one down by 5. Like that. And that's enough for now. That's just laying the groundwork for this lower section here. Okay. Right, well that's the borders. Not too bad, really. Now we're going to go through the flags. So we'll start down here with Cameroon, because it's the most, you know, the most difficult one. So, right here, the one to the left of this, like that, with a red and then a green to the left of that. Now these stripes are going to go all the way up, like this. All the way up to the top. Okay, so everything to the left of here, filled with green. Right, now we're going to go to this little jutty bit here and put yellow directly above it, Now this, again, is going to go straight to the top, and obviously red to the left of that. Straight to the top again. Everything to the right of here, filled with yellow. Now the red bit has something a little bit interesting. It has a little star in the middle. So if you go to about somewhere around the middle of here, leave one gap away from this red line, and place a yellow block. This is going to be the leftmost edge of our star. So we're going to make that one 2 long, and then 2 down attached there, and then a 1 and a 2 going up, and a 1 going back down, like that. Now we're just going to mirror that bit there, so like that. Now down below here, we're going to put a line of 3 and fill this top section in. Now we're going to put a line of 5 on the bottom, like that. And then a little cornery piece, and a little cornery piece. There's your star. Lovely. So if you fill around the star in the middle with red, the left with green, and the right with yellow. That's your flag. So now the flag for Chad. Lovely and easy. It's identical to the flag for Romania. So if you go to this 5 length here, on the second block from the right, it's the yellow stripe, and to the left of that, it's blue stripe. Those go all the way up. And now if you go here to this cornery piece, on the second 3 from there, the very right hand side of the 3 is the red stripe, to the left of that is the yellow stripe. So if you just continue those lines all the way up, fill the left with blue, the middle with yellow, and the red with the right with red. There's both your flags. Now I'm not sure exactly how long you've been going, but it doesn't feel like very long, so I am going to throw in the Central African Republic. Now this again is going to be in 2 sections because there's a very long line right around there that I can't be bothered to count. So we're going to do the left and bottom half, and then the right hand side, which should be nice and easy peasy. So we're going to start here from these 2 ones. Now this, we're going to start off going to the right in an upwards direction with a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we're going to do another 3, and on the right hand side of this 3 we're going to bring it down by an extra 3, like that. Okay, and now going upwards but in a right hand direction, 2, 3, 1, and then 2. Now on the higher one of these 2s, you're going to bring it out to the right by an extra 3. Now going to the right again, but in a downwards direction, you're going to have 2 1s, and then you're going to have a 5, and then you're going to have a 3. Now going to the right still, but in an upwards direction, you're going to have 4. Okay, that was the bottom section. Now we're going to do the right hand section. So we're going to start up here with these other 2 1s. We're going to start off going downwards, directly downwards by 3. Okay, now on the bottommost of these 3, we're going to bring it out to the right by an extra 3, like that. And again, on this lower half, this corner, we're going to bring it down by an extra 4. So it should look like that. Okay, now we're moving to the right in a downwards direction by 3, 2, 2, 2 1s, and now we're moving downwards but in a right hand direction. So that's down by 2, and then 5 1s, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, and then 3 more 1s, so 1, 2, 3. Now on this last one, we're going to put like a corner here. Now to start off with, we're going to put 3 extra ones after it, 2, 3, like that. And on this corner section, we're going to bring it out to the left by 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then moving to the left in a downwards direction, 2. And then we should be able to just fill this big long one in, like that. And there's the Central African Republic. Now this might be the most complicated flag we've done so far in Africa. In my opinion, it's quite a nice flag. So let's start here at the bottom on this upward 3 right here. We're going to bring a left and leaning line of yellow all the way across. Now above that is going to be green, like that. Now if you look here, this lower section of 3 and this big long one that I can't be bothered to count has 1 layer of yellow and then the green directly above it, like that. Okay? So if you go to this 3 where it's just the yellow for 3 blocks, put an extra 2 greens to the left of it, like so. See there? And then a red right there. Now this red line is going all the way to the top, like that. And this line is going to be quite wide. It's going to go to the second block of this L shape right there, second block from the right. And that is also going to go all the way up. Okay? Now, this is kind of mirrored on either side of this red stripe, so I'm just going to do the right hand side, but it is the same on the left hand side. Okay? So, I'm going to go down here to the very long diagonal line of 1s, to this 2 here, and the next one above it, directly to the left, is the line of greens. So obviously there's the 2 and there's the green. So this goes all the way across to that red line. Now above this directly is a line of white, like that. Now if we go to the end, the last one of these ones, directly to the left is the end of this line of white, like so. Directly above that is a line of blue. I'm going to bring this one all the way because there is a star. Now this star is not reflected on the other side, but the stripes are, so reflect the stripes. So we're going to go to the second block, the third block to the right here, and then skip one right there. Now directly diagonal to the top right, going to have another one. Now we're going to put a line of 5 starting 1 block to the left of here, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. And we're going to repeat that bottom like that, with 1 extra at the top, just like that. It's a pretty terrible star, but it gets the job done. Okay, that's the end of our flags. I will quickly cut away and fill in each of these flags with great pain because I'm not a big fan of the way Java does it. But whatever, I don't have World Edit or anything. I'll just do it by hand. It may take ages, but you won't see it. I'll be back in a moment to show you what yours should look like. Okay, there we go. That is what your 3 countries should look like. Yeah, they look very nice, as you can see. Central African Republic, very nice flag. I like the blue, I like the stripe. It's lovely. So, yeah, that'll be the end for this episode. The next episode, I'm planning to do both Sudans. I'm just looking at my little map here. The next episode, I'm going to do both Sudans. And then after that, I'm going to do Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, and the Republic of the Congo. And then I'm going to do Eritrea, Djibouti, and Ethiopia. So that's the next 3 episodes planned out. Hopefully I won't have a almost year-long break to the next one, because obviously I've got the map here now. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish at least Africa by the end, by next summer. You know, it might take ages, but we will finish Africa within a year. But I look forward to it. I'm going to be looking at making some more kind of time-lapse videos, or like stop motion-y sort of ones, like we did. Harold and I did the Ukraine war a little while ago. That was an interesting, different project, I guess. But the ones that I will be doing in the future will be fake. They won't be real this time. But so look forward to that. But yeah, the time-lapsed ones should be, I think, a scale so massive it's never been done. I think. I did see one guy on Harold's Discord doing a 1-to-1 scale. He did the Vatican and about a 100th of Portugal, and then he gave up. I'm not sure what happened to him. I'll have to check out how he's doing with that, but I don't think he got very far. But yeah, so yeah, I'll be doing a very, very large scale. Not sure what to call it. Insane scale. Yeah, insane scale. Look out for insane scale. Okay. Oh. Nope. Oh, that's not right. Nope. I cannot remember how to go into third person, so, you know, I guess I'll just punch. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.